tell me I was bringing props.
Paul, this is Rhonda. Oh, good. I see people are showing up already. We are 2 minutes till countdown. So, gosh, Sue and Jenny, as you come on, tell me where you're located. Let me know what part of the world you're at. Let's see. And if you could give me a thumbs up that you can hear me okay. I'm in Chicago at the H&H show and working from my laptop. So hopefully the sound is working well. And Paul, if you're watching, if you could give me a thumbs up that you can hear me, and also that Facebook and all of our connections are working properly. Hello, Patty. Patty from Fort Wayne. Jenny says she can hear loud and clear, so awesome. Christy's from Green Cove Springs. Oh, that sounds like a really nice name. Oh, and we met at Sewing Expo in Lakeland. Fantastic. I'm delighted that you're here today. Valerie's also here from Florida. We've got Christy from Texas. So, I still have about a minute before we go live. Oh, good. I see Facebook. I see YouTube is coming on. So this is all very good. That provides relief for me. Okay. So welcome, everyone. My name is Rhonda Pierce. I love to sew. I love to quilt. And today I'm at the H&H Americas show, which is a wholesale show here in the Chicago area. This is the third year for me to vend here as SCHMETZ Needles. And normally when I do my SCHMETZ snippets, I have Q&A. But since there's so much talent here, I've got my sewing friends live here today. I do have a mystery question. In order to win the giveaway today, you must answer the question in the Facebook chat. And Paul, who's in the office, will be selecting a random winner. So as you come on board, I'm just going to throw that question out right now. The mystery question is, do you name your sewing machine? And if you name your sewing machine, what's the name? So if you don't name your sewing machine, that's fine. Just say, oh, I don't name it, or I never thought about that. But if you do name it, go ahead and let us know the name of your sewing machine or machines. I know quite a few of you have multiple machines. So the giveaway today, we've got great giveaways from Shannon Fabric, from, I'm a huge fan of Cuddle Fabric. We've got Taylor Seville, and in fact, Taylor Seville is vending just across the aisle from me. Clover USA has supplied some notions. Thread Magazine, Needle and Fiber Media Travel Guide is part of it too. Let's see. Oh, Sue is here from Nova Scotia. We've got Diana from North Carolina. Jana is saying that Facebook is working well, so that's a huge relief to know. Okay, so what can we do here? So let's go ahead and get started. Again, I'm in Chicago at the SCHMETZ booth live. So you can see we've got a 8-foot banner of the new needles that are newly available. Some of these you're going to see in your current or your local stores. We've got a new top stitch twin needle in 2 different sizes. We have a gold titanium top stitch needle, a gold titanium jeans needle, and a super fine black needle. So you'll be learning more about these needles. And if you sign up for the newsletter, if you get my newsletter, you've probably already learned about some of these needles. So let's get this show on the road here. Let's start with our very first guest. I've got a huge cadre of wonderful friends and talent that love to sew and quilt, and everybody contributes in their own special ways. So hello, Mary.
Hi, Rita.
You're going to look right there.
Okay.
Many of you know Mary Malari. We sew together, almost every year now.
That's
We
right.
get together in the Quad Cities with Rita Farrow and Deanna Springer, and you never know what we're going to be sewing.
That's right.
And Mary Malari also contributes to our monthly giveaway. And I think in the giveaway, this month, it's the wrap front apron.
Right, this is what it looks like, and I'm wearing one, but you can only see the top and my necklace, of course. But it has the look of a vest, and it's a reversible apron, so you need 2 1-yard pieces of fabric.
Okay.
But you're going to get the pattern for whoever is the winner, so that's the start.
Yep. So I think most of us have more than just 2 yards of fabric in our stashes.
Yeah. Or we know where to get more, if we need it. So
Yeah. Well, good. So, Mary, how many patterns have you designed over the years?
Well, that's a good question. Between reversible aprons and some others, it's probably at least 20.
20 patterns?
Yeah.
And you've also written multiple books?
I have, yes. Several of them are still in print.
Yay.
And yeah, so I
Yes.
this is where you can find me, and the things that I designed, the patterns in the books, if you're interested.
Yeah, so you can find Mary Malari patterns at your local sewing machine dealer and at some quilt shops. And like Mary says, she also has them for sale on her websites, marymalari.com. And let's see now, Mary, I think another one of your accomplishments has to do with Nancy Zeman.
That's right. I was very fortunate to meet Nancy in the early years when she was living in Minnesota near me, and I made her acquaintance then, and she moved to Wisconsin, and I ended up being a guest on her program at least over 50 times.
Oh my gosh, the most frequent guest.
Yes, I'm really happy about that.
Yeah.
We worked well together, and if people know me often, it's because they saw me on Sewing with Nancy.
Fantastic.
So
Fantastic. So you have one more pattern to show. You've got 60 seconds, Mary.
Okay, this is the Felt So Smart pattern, and the samples that I brought actually are with splash fabric, and you have Tracy coming
Tracy.
on. This is the treasure bag made from the cat fabric, and then we have a gift bag. Let's see here.
Yep.
And I stuffed it, so it has, and then it has a collar.
Oh,
So it goes,
cute.
Now, normally I would have made these from felt, but just so you know, you can use other fabrics. And then I also have an eyeglass case, and there's felt as the liner of this case, but then the outer area is splash fabric. And here are my business cards, so you can
Clever.
carry them along.
Clever.
And then here's a 3-button bowl.
Awesome. So, Mary, what I want to say also is if you've got grandkids or maybe you've got young children and you want to get them involved with sewing, that this is a great way to get them started. Fun, easy projects that they can accomplish lickety split, basically.
And they're nice. They're not junky. They're nice projects that have a use.
Yeah, and the kids enjoy making it, and they're proud of what they accomplished.
Yeah.
So, marymalari.com. Thank you again for coming here today.
Thanks
Thanks for
Rhonda.
being a SCHMETZ fan.
Oh, yes, I sure am. Here's my package of needles. Thank you, Rhonda.
We're going from guest to guest, and I'm going to guess that many of you know our next guest too. While she's queuing up to come on over, if you want to win today's giveaway, you must answer the question, do you name your sewing machine? And if you do, what's the name? So, here, Mary, I've got a gift. All of our guests here today get a gift. And Deanna, step on in. So,
Hi, Rhonda.
hello, Deanna. Welcome. This is Deanna Springer. And Deanna, how do people find out about you? I know a lot of people already know you.
Right.
But
We are the Stitch It Sisters.
Stitch It Sisters.
So
yes.
Stitch It Sisters over at our YouTube channel. You'll also find us every day at nancyzeman.com/blog. My sisters and I have carried on the tradition of Nancy Zeman in the way that Nancy's taught us how to sew. 10, 20, 30 minutes, easy ways to sew, throw all those old home ec rules out the window.
Yeah.
And sew the Nancy Zeman way. So we have 300 blog posts, free tutorials, of course, featuring SCHMETZ needles.
Yay.
And a lot of our collaboration with Mary.
Yes. Well, I have to say, Deanna, that your blog posts are always popping up in my feed. They're always beautifully photographed with great descriptions and further information.
Oh,
So
thank you,
well
Rhonda.
done.
Yours too. Your
Now,
blog and your website and your Facebook channel are
I'll
just
take
wonderful.
it. What are your sisters' names?
Oh, Denise Abel and Dana Casey and Deanna Springer. I'm
Yeah.
Deanna. So Deanna, Dana, Denise, and Diana, our older sister, does not work with us yet, just on events. At our May event, she'll be there. So Rhonda, you're at our May event. Great
Yes.
segue.
I'm going to be in
Plan it?
Wisconsin at Nancy Zeman
Yes,
Sewing
so
Studio.
cool. Great weekend.
Here, let me put this up here.
So you can head over to shopnzp.com and learn all about the educational offerings, Sit and Sews, seminars. If we open this up, you'll see Rhonda. Rhonda's coming to tell us everything you need to know about needles. So sign up now, and we have a new VIP pass. So you can pick up the VIP pass. It includes lunch and all the seminars all weekend long. May 16, 17, 18 in downtown Beaver Dam.
So I was there last year when you gave your when you had your big weekend, and I'm delighted to be there again this weekend. So many wonderful customers and so much inspiration to sew.
Right.
And the other instructors are wonderful too. So if you have a day or even a half day or a weekend, grab your friends or even travel solo to Beaver Dam to the Sew Quilt Create Weekend.
It's always the weekend after Mother's Day. And guess what's always the weekend after Labor Day in Madison, Wisconsin?
Oh my goodness, yes.
The Great Wisconsin Quilt Show. You'll see Rhonda and myself there. And look what I brought along, Rhonda.
Oh my goodness. Oh, how beautiful.
It's our Mod Mini. So we're currently doing our Mod Mini Quilt Challenge.
Oh, okay. So modern quilters, take note. This will be part of the Great Wisconsin Quilt Show, which is right after Labor Day weekend. Did I get that right?
Yes, the weekend after Labor Day. And if you head over to quiltshow.com, you'll find all of the information. Look at our cool bookmark. I brought these for you, Rhonda.
Excellent.
Cool bookmark. And then you can find
Love
out
the
information.
colors.
Quiltshow.com, find out information how you can enter a Mod Mini quilt this month. So make a quilt and send us a picture. And then we have our Black and White +1 challenge entry form, our Central Quilt exhibit, you know, those big, beautiful quilts in the Central Quilt exhibit. And we don't forget the kids. We have the Great Wisconsin Quilt Show
those
Kids
are always
Quilt Challenge.
Those are always so fun to view.
Right.
So
Our future quilters.
if you're local or even if you want to come in for a weekend, there are plenty of great restaurants.
Great restaurants.
And hotels.
Great hotels.
It's a wonderful, is it called the Fine Arts Community downtown?
The Fine Arts District in downtown Beaver Dam. So the Dodge County Center for the Arts, the Beaver Dam Area Community Theater, the Nancy Zeman Sewing Studio, and the Great Harvest Cafe that's 2 doors down for us. And we've expanded. We've expanded. You're
Yes, because I haven't been to the museum yet.
Space. You're going to see our new space. We've rented additional space in downtown Beaver Dam, and we're expanding our Bernina Sit and Sew classrooms.
Fantastic. Deanna, thank you so much for coming here today. I look forward to going to your store in about 10 days, I think it is.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks, and I'll be at the Great Wisconsin Quilt Show. And also just mention, when I was at Great Wisconsin Quilt Show last year, the PBS Wisconsin actually filmed my class.
Yes.
And you can see excerpts of that on social media somewhere.
Right.
So,
Just
anyway.
look for the Great Wisconsin Quilt Show, Rhonda Pierce, or SCHMETZ Needles.
SCHMETZ Needles.
And you'll be there.
Yeah.
And Rhonda, my favorite SCHMETZ Needles is today the Jeans 90.
Jeans size 90, 14.
Sew anything.
Awesome. Deanna, thank you for coming by.
Thank you, friend. Thank you for the opportunity. Great to see everyone.
Okay, Tracy, where's Tracy at? I saw her step up. Okay, so if you're just joining me here today, again, the mystery question is, do you name your sewing machine or machines, and what's the name or names? If you don't name it, that's just fine.
My sewing machine is named Gertrude.
Gertrude, okay.
She's a workhorse.
So this is Tracy Crowder from SplashFabric.com. Here, let me adjust this a little bit.
Because I'm short.
So Tracy, welcome. And Tracy's also exhibiting here at this show. Tracy, I love your fabrics. Tell us a little bit about Splash. First of all, where do people go for information? What's your website?
It's splashfabric.com. So it's easy. It's splash like splashing water. because the surface of our fabric is all coated with the lamination that makes it waterproof on top. And it's just a piece of cotton on the other side, on the inside.
So
So
it's
it's comfortable to wear.
it's very
It's
comfortable to
easy
wear,
to sew with,
and it's washable.
and it's washable, it's dryable, it's ironable. You can iron and interfacing onto it when you make your bags if you like to do that kind of thing. You can use anybody's pattern. We have 3 patterns on our website.
Yes, and I have to tell you, when I first got my hands on your fabric, I was so excited about Splash Fabric that I made 15 drawstring
Totes.
a drawstring gift bags for my water aerobic friends.
Oh, yes, you told me that. It's
So
perfect for
yeah,
that.
it was, and I love the
they
colors.
line?
I did not line those, but I will do that next time. So show us your bag,
So we actually just started making a drawstring.
and you're gonna
bag.
look right up here.
Okay. We make products as well as selling our fabric, so you can make the products. And that's a drawstring bag, and it's a good project bag.
You know,
We
this
make-
fabric has a really wonderful, soft hand to it.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel plastic. It's really quite enjoyable.
Yeah, so we started our company about 8 years ago, and now we have 32 different prints, and they're all prints that I've designed. All our bags are made in Seattle, so we're kind of a exploded little indie business.
Yes, and one of your newest fabrics is what you're wearing, right?
This is Poppy. This is our Poppy print. This is Sonoma. We have Sonoma. We offer these reversible bags that are super easy to make. Is that our time?
No.
Somebody else's time. They're reversible. They're super easy to make. You put them next to your sewing machines with all your bits and bobs. It's called a reversible tub.
Cute, cute.
So we just make a lot. We make everything I can think of. This is a smaller one of these, which is just a little.
And I love the fabric because look, they're vegetables.
Right. Yeah.
Are you a trained artist, or you?
I am.
You really?
Yes. I went to design school
Oh,
back
okay.
in the day, but it was before computers, so then I had to retool and learn.
Okay,
Illustrator
good
and
to know.
Photoshop.
Good to know.
But it's always good to keep learning new things.
Yes, absolutely. So Splash Fabric, it's fabric, not fabrics, right?
Right.
Splashfabric.com.
Right.
And Tracy is always so generous. Most of our giveaways also include Splash Fabric, and I can tell you the one that's in this month's giveaway is the
It's
fabric.
Sonoma.
Is the
This
Sonoma.
is called Sonoma.
Sonoma that you've
This
got
one's
right
called
there.
Marin for all you California people.
So Heather is asking, can you use Splash Fabric outside?
You can use it outside, but you can't leave it out all summer. It
Okay.
will yellow and fade
Okay, good to
because
know.
it's not UV resistant.
And how many times can you wash the fabric?
I don't know.
Oh, so it hasn't worn
It's
out.
unlimited.
It's unlimited.
We've
Awesome.
never worn one out by washing it. But the beauty is you don't have to wash it. You just wipe it down.
Fantastic.
Saves you laundry. Yeah.
Okay, Tracy. Well,
Okay.
thanks again
Thank
for
you,
coming
Rhonda.
by, and I'll see you later.
Okay.
Oh, wait. You know what? We should talk about what needle to use with your special
We
fabric.
certainly should.
Hello.
So with every order that you order on our website, you get a free needle that's made by SCHMETZ. It's called a non-stick, a super non-stick. And it's just a sharp needle, but it's extra, it's coated with a little coating so it goes in and out of the fabric.
It has
easier.
that non-stick surface, so it's not going to stick to the fabric. Generally, when I'm working with Splash Fabric, I use the super non-stick size 80, but I think you use size
We use
90.
90.
Yeah, so either 80 or
With bags,
90.
we use a little thicker thread.
And it depends, on your thread and how many thicknesses you're going through. So super non-stick with Tracy's Splash Fabric.
Right. It's very forgiving.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank
and
you,
this is a
Rhonda.
gift bag for you.
How exciting.
Okay. So, as our next guest is coming up, what's that mystery question? The mystery question is, Jane, do you name your sewing machine?
I don't name my sewing machine.
I don't either.
Okay, I don't
But
put
people
stickers on it
do.
either.
So, hello everybody. This is Jane Klaus,
Hi.
and we met for the first time last year. And wow, come to find out, Jane lives just almost walking distance to our office.
I really, truly, maybe a mile south or a mile north of your office, and I love to stop by and bring you some donuts.
Yes,
I
the donuts
owe
are
you
very
donuts.
good. You owe
I
us
owe you
donuts.
donuts. Yeah,
You owe us a lot of donuts.
I do owe you a lot of
So
donuts.
when Jane was here last time, I gave her the SCHMETZ color chart, a 24 by 36. And what'd you do with that, Jane?
I framed it. This 24 by 36, I framed it and put it in my craft room, my sewing room, my craft cellar. And so I can look up, when I have any questions from Professor Pierce, I can look up and get her guidelines, and I know what needle to put in.
Fantastic.
You know, I call her Professor Pierce because she knows everything there is to know about
I'll take it. Okay, now, Jane, tell us, why are you here and what is your creative mojo?
Oh my gosh, my creative mojo is nonstop, obviously. I'm here because I'm a super huge fan of H&H Cologne, and I love that everyone comes together to create this amazing community. So I'm just here like meeting and greeting and saying hi to old friends and seeing new products and brands that are out there. So that's super fun for me to be here and see friends and carry on this tradition and build the community and inspire people to create. And my mojo, you know what I'm doing lately is a lot of sublimation printing.
Oh my gosh.
And making my own fabric out of minky and then creating these pillows.
Making your own fabric out of minky?
Well, minky, and then I'm sublimation printing. And last night I had this big brainstorm that I'm going to cut a hole in the sublimation paper, and then there's a little goat that lives by us. Do you know this? Because it's by your office. Well, he passed away. His name was Squirt. I'm going to put a picture of Squirt in the middle of my fabric, and I'm going to sublimate Squirt's face on the fabric.
Oh my gosh, I got to see that.
You have to see
I have to see your sewing room.
You have to come over. Yes, because then you can see the big. This is amazing. Can I just tell you, you need to get these out as not this, but the big framed ones. Wouldn't you love that?
Maybe we should put that on the website. We could sell those on the website.
Yes, and then you can give framed ones to people who win.
24 by 36 and a 16 by 24. Yeah, we could do that. Great idea. Oh, Jane, you're full of great ideas.
Thank you.
Now where do people find you online?
Online, you can go to my website, JaneClauss.com. Second S for extra special. JaneClauss.com.
Now, Jane, you got a couple gigs going on.
Yeah.
So, what's your the streaming that you do?
So I have a show called Creative Living, and that streams on YouTube. So we talk to brands, and I find out their story, and then I make something using their product. So I just did one, not sewing actually. It was with Surebonder, which is hot glue, and I made this beautiful. It was really fun. Broken jewelry, flower, framed art.
Yeah. So Jane is quite creative, and you need to go check out her blog. So Jane Clauss with the two S's.com. She also happens to be quite famous here in not just the Chicago area, but let's say the entire United States. She's a broadcaster for our famous WLS radio.
You know what I just did? I was down in New Orleans with my friends at Fox 8, and we did a whole sustainable fashion show. It was so much fun. So it was a bunch of garments that I rescued from the landfill. We updated them, and we made them current day. And thankfully, our friends at Fox 8 had us on, and we talked and inspired everyone to upcycle their clothes.
Now, did you do something with neckties? Was that?
I love to repurpose neckties. I feel like everyone repurposes neckties, but not like I repurpose neckties. So I'm saying recycle, refashion, reuse, repurpose, whatever it is, turn it into something, give it a new life, bring, they say throw it away if it doesn't spark joy. I say don't throw it away. If it doesn't spark joy, turn it into something else.
There you go. There you got it. Jane knows. Jane, thank you so much for being here today.
Professor Pierce. Thanks, everybody.
Okay, so go to JaneClauss.com.
Thank you.
We'll see you again.
Thanks.
Okay, so we're waiting for Stephanie. Stephanie is up next. And while Stephanie is stepping over, again, I'll just repeat the mystery question. In order to win today's giveaway, you need to answer, do you name your sewing machine? And if you name it, tell us what the name is. Do you name your sewing machine?
Well, if it's behaving,
Oh.
it gets a good name. If it's not behaving, it might get a naughty name that I can't share.
Awesome. So everybody, this is Stephanie Hackney. We've been friends for many years, and Stephanie represents something essential, especially for quilters, although it could be used in garments too.
Yes.
Of Hobbs batting. So welcome, Stephanie.
Thank you.
So go ahead.
So Rhonda and I get to refer each other all the time because I feel like we're kind of the redheaded stepchildren, right? We don't get a lot of notice when people are thinking about making a quilt. So we want to make sure people are focusing on their batting and their thread and their needles.
Yeah. I think oftentimes especially batting and needles are overlooked, but you just can't quilt without either of them. So we do work together quite often. So how do people find your product or your website?
Okay, so you can go to www.hobbsbatting.com.
That's great.
And then if you are a shop and you want to buy our products, you can get them from any of the major distributors in the industry. They sell everything that we make. We have 14 different types of batting. We also have stuffing and we have pillow forms. I think the best pillow forms in the industry. And you can also reach out and we're happy to provide information.
Fantastic. Now, I see that Stephanie has brought some samples, and I have to tell you, really, the first time I met you was in Portland at a distributor, and I could only listen to part of her class, and I need to take your full class and learn more about batting. So let's review some batting here.
So I brought a little sample set. They're like 14-inch samples of everything that we make. And the idea behind these is that you really can't tell from batting what it's going to look like in a quilt or how it's going to drape or how it's going to perform once the quilt is washed. So we have these samples so that you can get them and you can quilt them. You can densely quilt and loosely quilt different areas.
Okay.
And then bind them up like a little mini quilt so you could make yourself a set of placemats or maybe wall hangings, little mini quilts. And that gives you a chance to try the different batting so that you know which batting you like, right?
Excellent.
Because there's never a perfect batting. There's always going to be one or two that are really what we would recommend for a certain project, but there's so much variation, even in things like bedspreads or throws, right? How weighty do you want it? How warm do you want it, etc.
It's kind of like needles. I mean, I always like to say with SCHMETZ, you have options. And even though we have a favorite needle for, let's say, piecing and quilting, every once in a while, because of the fabric, the thread, the batting, our machine, and our technique, sometimes you have to make adjustments. So it's good to know that Hobbs has a variety of different types of not just fiber content, but in density, etc. of the batting. So.
Correct. And I think what people don't realize is that the fibers that we use to make the batting, they impact the quilt, but they can also impact the quilting process, right? How well does it quilt for you? How well does it get you to your desired result? So if you're looking for lofty and texture, lots of dimension, more flat and smooth, are you going to densely quilt? Are you going to have a lot of piecing or little piecing? Maybe you want different finishes on the front and back of the quilt. You can accomplish all those things through the batting that you choose.
So to wrap up, let's say Stephanie does a lot of classes online, and if you have a chance to take a virtual class, I strongly suggest you do, because I think that, like needles, sometimes batting is kind of a mystery. So you just need to jump in, you need to learn, and then you relearn again until it sticks, and find out what works for you. So again, Stephanie, what's your website for more information?
It's hobbsbatting.com. And if you want to follow us on Instagram, we do a lot of fun things. We're doing a lot of coverage from the show, and we like to give things away. So that is Hobbs Batting, at Hobbs Batting, all lowercase, and we would love to communicate with you there.
And your Hobbs Batting is available at a lot of quilt shops too.
Correct.
Okay.
And online. So
and online.
If you're not near a quilt shop, you can also find it online.
Okay. Well, I have a little gifty here for you. So thank you so much for being here. And I'll come over to your booth later.
Thank you. We'll trade gifts.
Yeah. Oh, yay. Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Okay, Stephanie, thanks. Okay. While Whitney is stepping up, I'll just repeat that mystery question again. Do you name your sewing machine? Who's our next guest? Well, who's behind this poster here? Oh, wait, let me do it again. Who's behind this poster? Whitney from Tomcat Stitchery. Hello, Whitney.
Hi, Rhonda.
So Whitney and I met, was it earlier in this year?
Yeah, it was February.
Met in February in Puyallup at the Sewing and Stitchery Expo in Puyallup, Washington.
Yeah.
And wow, it's like a bad penny. We just keep showing up and seeing each other.
We do.
And I don't mean that a bad penny, but we're showing up a lot.
We are.
We actually saw each other just a couple weeks ago in, was it Florida or, Cleveland. We were in Cleveland at a National Sewing and Quilt Expo.
Yes.
So it's worked out well.
It absolutely has.
Oh, so welcome, Whitney. Now,
Thank you for
first of
having
all, where do people find more information about you? What's your
Okay.
website?
My website is tomcatstitchery.com, and that's TOMKAT.com. I sell digital sewing classes over there, but I can also be found on YouTube with tons of free content, over 1,000 videos now, Tomcat Stitchery. And then I'm on Facebook and Instagram at Tomcat Stitchery Carmel.
Okay,
So, yeah.
and what kind of classes are you teaching?
I am teaching garment sewing classes. So I have just released a new class on knit sewing. So for those that are a little nervous about taking the leap from wovens into knits, we're doing 8 different t-shirts and different neck finishes and that sort of thing. And I also have a shirt
Oh, I saw this the other day.
making class. It's been in a bag. It's little rumbles. A shirt making class that goes step by step in how to sew a button-up shirt from start to finish. So yeah, those are and a few other smaller digital classes that are over there as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, do you name your sewing machine?
I do. So I've named my industrial sewing machine. Little backstory: I'm from Kansas City originally, and as anyone that's in pop culture right now knows, Taylor Swift is dating Travis Kelce of the Kansas City Chiefs. I have named my industrial.
Who?
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
if I've ever heard those names before.
Yes. So my industrial machine that goes really fast is T Swift.
Oh, Swift.
Yeah.
Swift.
Yeah. Love a good pun. Love a good pun.
Awesome. So, and how many classes, like, you do a week, is it a weekly or a monthly?
I do 2 a week.
Two.
Yeah.
Oh, she goes live twice a week.
Yes, on Tuesdays and Fridays.
So, and again, that would be on your website.
Yes, but also on YouTube.
On YouTube.
I'm on YouTube twice a week.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Fantastic. And I think your background is rather interesting because maybe you've been sewing all along, but your career didn't start in sewing.
It did not.
So give a little background on your
my
background.
career started at the Federal Reserve Bank. I was a financial analyst at the Federal Reserve Bank and did not learn to sew until 2006 when I was pregnant with twins.
Not
when
one,
else
but
do you,
two.
When else do you take up a new hobby? Yes, and met a wonderful mentor in 2011 and apprenticed with her. So
Fantastic.
baptism, my sewing career is baptism by fire in some bridal workrooms and alteration shops. So,
Fantastic.
yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, now let's see that sign again here.
Yes.
Okay. Who is this? Oh, this is Whitney from Tomcat Stitchery. And where do you live? Just curious.
Indianapolis area.
I was thinking
Yes.
Indiana.
Yeah, Indianapolis, Indiana area.
So where am I going to see you next time?
Yeah. Well, maybe Novi. Are you going to be in Novi?
It's possible.
Michigan?
I might
Yeah.
be.
Yeah,
Novi,
we can pop into
and
each other.
I'm going to be in Ohio at the Cincinnati Original.
Oh, that's very close to us.
Yeah, so maybe
we
I'll
need to
see
pop
you
over
there.
there.
Awesome. So, Whitney, I want to say thank you for being
Yes.
here today.
Yes.
You're going to be seeing more about Whitney. Go check out her website,
Definitely.
Tomcat. That's cat with a K.
Yep.
.com.
Yep.
So, I've got a little gifty here for you. Or did
Yep.
you grab one already?
Thank you so much.
There you go.
Thank you so much. And I brought you stickers, Tomcat Stitchery stickers.
Oh, cute.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. Oh, so what's the story with the dog?
This is my dog. My daughter has drawn this. This is Gidget that makes many appearances in the videos because she is my shadow.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Cute.
she is the business partner that pops up in a lot of the YouTube
Oh, cute.
videos.
Oh, yes. Okay. Got it. Yes. I've seen.
My sewing room partner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Thank you so much
Thank
to
you.
you and Jenny for dropping by.
Absolutely.
And I'll be catching up with you again.
Sounds fabulous. Thank you,
Okay,
Rhonda.
bye, Whitney.
Bye-bye.
Okay. One more guest, or are we going to have 2 more guests? Well, we're going to find out. So, again, the mystery question, do you name your sewing machine? And if you do, what's the name? Put it in the chat, and that automatically enters you into today's giveaway. Okay, who's coming up next? Hello, Laura.
Hello, everyone.
Laura Koya. Yes, this is not our first show together, is it?
No.
We oftentimes are roommates when we meet up in Houston at International Quilt Festival or here at H&H. And gosh, I was so lucky to actually visit your home in August in beautiful Niagara Falls, Canada. So that was a lovely trip. And I met her husband too, Evo, who loves to cook.
Yes, good for me, but it's very hard on the weight loss program.
Yeah, he fed us so well. I thought I was going to gain 10 pounds. I lost 3 pounds on that trip.
And I gained her 3 pounds.
So anyway, Laura, what's your website or your channel?
It's So Very Easy. So you go to YouTube and it's So Very Easy.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
So SEW
Yep.
Very Easy
Yeah.
on YouTube. Now, Laura, gosh, you've got millions of fans throughout the world.
Yes.
Can I say millions?
Yes,
Yes, I
guess you
can.
could, yeah.
Yes, I can. And how many videos do you have?
Over 1,000.
Over 1,000
Yeah, over
videos.
1,000.
And those videos are, how much do you charge for them?
Free.
Free videos.
Yeah.
So if you are just new to sewing, if you have been sewing for decades and you're looking for inspiration and new techniques, where are you going to go? So Very Easy. So Laura, how many videos do you do a week?
2 videos every Tuesday and every Thursday, exactly 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
You can set your watch. To
Yes,
me,
she's
so-
diligent about
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
She gets her videos done. Now, I have your first and second book.
Right.
And you have a third book.
I do.
And what's the name of your third book?
It is Quilt As You Go Clamshells.
Quilt As You Go. Oh, darn, I don't have my sample here.
And I don't have it because I didn't. It's at that booth over there.
Yeah. So, yes, you want one thing about Laura, she's very clever about her techniques and trying to simplify techniques. And I think you're very successful at that.
Thank you.
So at this show, she has some new tools. You want to give us a little tease?
Okay. Now, just because, like I was just saying earlier, I had a little space of time between that day that falls between Sunday and Monday. I'm sure there's a day in there. So I started a new company called Sotacular. So it's going to be a notion and tool company because I love notions. I think notions are very important. They make the job professional when you're done, makes it easier, and it makes it more enjoyable. So I have kind of, what I would say, MacGyvered these tools over the years. So I'm bringing them now to the market so that people can
To our
enjoy them.
sewing
Yeah.
public, yes.
I do have one with me.
Yay!
It's a prototype.
That's okay.
Okay.
Prototypes are good.
Yeah, so it's going to be really hard for you to see it. Do you have a piece? Can I use the back of this paper?
Oh, here.
That's okay.
Use this.
It's okay.
Use
So,
this as a background.
oh, perfect. See, she comes prepared. I didn't, but she does. So it is a ruler. Oh, yes, you can see
And
it.
hold it up a little bit.
So
Yeah.
it is a long ruler,
Project your voice more.
and it folds because it's just easier for us to, handle, and it's going to be so that we don't break it because it's so long. So it's going to be 24 inches on the short side, which makes it even longer. So this is designed for binding. It's an all-in-one binding tool.
All-in-one binding.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So we're going to be able to cut our binding, left or right-handed.
Oh, okay. Cut your
Right?
binding.
So
yeah.
we're going to cut the binding. We have this angle.
Yeah.
You see that
Here,
little angle? Hold on. Can you see it?
There. You
Okay.
can see the
The angle.
angle.
Okay, so that angle is going to cut the strips of fabric so they all join together nice. And then when we're quilting, when we get to those corners where we need to turn those mitered corners, we have a little notch cut out. Hold on, let me steal that again. You see the little notch you cut out here? Hold
Here,
on.
let's hold
Yeah.
it up closer.
Can you see it?
Yeah, it's kind of hard
Okay.
to see.
So
But it's there.
It's there. So this is going to go onto the quilt, and this is a drawing line, which is going to give you a stitching line. So there's no question, where am I supposed to come off? Where is that nice angle going to be? And then when you go all the way, so that you're going to join the ends, you go back to the other end, and this is going to help you join them up. This is going to lay on top of that first piece of binding that you did. The second piece is going to sit over top. There's a little groove in
You're
there.
next.
No measurements. No, it's easy. You're just going to lay your fabric over top and then draw in this little groove. And that little pencil line is your cutting line, and it's going to join those two angles perfect. So no measuring, just put it down, draw it, cut it, go.
You know, Laura, you are the most clever person.
I'm just lazy.
And
I just want it done.
It's not just limited to sewing either. You're very clever.
So yeah, so this is just one of the things.
Okay, so where are people going to find? Is it going to be available like this summer, or what's the timeline?
It'll probably be this summer, and you'll be able to get it in some of the major distributing companies will be carrying.
Okay,
Yeah.
so your local quilt shop, your local sewing machine dealer will have the Sewtacular. I love the name.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, you're upside down. Hold on, you're upside down.
Okay, eventually.
There we go.
Sewtacular. SEW-tacular. I love the name.
Because after all, every day should be a Sewtacular day.
Bravo. Thank you, Laura. Okay, go visit Laura Coyas Sew, SEWveryEasy.com and on YouTube.
On YouTube.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Okay,
We'll
see
talk
you
to
later.
soon.
You didn't
Okay.
ask me about my machine.
Well, what do you call your machine?
Margaret,
Why Margaret?
because it's after my grandmother.
Oh, sentimental.
Yeah.
Margaret would be proud.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, everyone. I'll
Okay.
see you on YouTube, lad.
Yes.
Bye.
Okay, we have one more special guest here today, and this one's kind of spontaneous. So stick with me, and after this guest here, I'll give you the winner of today's giveaway. So hello, Angela.
How are you, Rhonda?
I'm terrific. You know what? I just found out like the day before that Angela was going to be here.
Look at
And
this.
then last night,
Service?
oh my goodness,
This
she's
is
getting.
just regular
but
Earl
wait.
Grey tea.
Rhonda, you want to share tea with me?
Oh, that's okay. And last night I was with Laura, and we were having a bite to eat, and then somebody's looking at me, and I'm looking, and it's kind of dark. Oh my goodness, it's Angela. There she is. And what were you doing?
I was literally, the phone was in my hand, and I was texting Rhonda to see if she's going to be here, and I'm ready to hit send. I'm like, Rhonda?
Like magic. Okay, so Angela and I have known each other for quite a few years. First with the show that was in Novi, Michigan, and that's
that was
where
so
you
fun.
where you really got your biggest audience with our home sewing community. Correct? You were a participant in the Passion for Fashion. Is that correct?
That was so fun.
Not only did she participate, but she won. Was that the first year that they had done it? Or
No, the first year I was audience favorite,
okay.
and then the second year I won.
Nevertheless, awesome. So, Angela, first, before we get too far down the road, where do people find you online?
If you go to angelawolf.com, one F,
Look right here.
WOLF.com, you can find everything. You can find my blog. I do live shows, 3 every week. I'm a brand ambassador for Brother, so if you want to learn about your Brother machine, or if you want to sew fashion, on Wednesdays at 1:30.
Yes, she has a huge audience on each of these channels. So knowledgeable and creative, and I could learn a few things myself.
Oh, we have a lot of fun sewing. And I see some of the Wolfpack in here too. So
Oh,
hi,
awesome.
everyone.
Yes,
They
yes,
love
the
Schmetz.
wolf pack.
Yes, the Wolfpack loves Schmetz.
So, do you have a favorite needle, Angela? Or maybe
Well-
it's more than one?
It is, because I think it's more than one. I don't think,
Yes.
I know it is, because whatever project I'm working on, I make sure that I change the needle for that project.
Right.
In the old days, I always just used a universal 12 forever, but it's amazing once you start matching your needle
Yes.
to your project.
Well, and you sew with a lot of knits. You do a lot of garment construction, fashion sewing, and so when you're sewing with knits, which needle do you have a favorite, a stretch or a jersey, or all of both?
My old favorite was a number 11 or 12 that you don't have anymore, stretch needle. It transferred. Now I think it's the jersey knit. that
The
I like
jersey,
now.
okay,
Yes. So
yeah.
you evolved, and now I had to evolve with it.
Okay.
But the jersey knit, needle is so great when you're using those slinky fabrics.
Yes.
And I also now, I don't know if your serger will allow it, but you also have some that I use in the serger.
Yeah, a lot. Well, depending on your serger, some of your sergers, especially if it's a newer serger, can use regular home sewing machine needles. But you need to check the inside cover or your owner's manual as to what needle system to use. Some use an ELX 705 specific for that machine, and some other newer machines can use a regular home sewing machine needle. So you can, when I serge with knits, I'll generally use a jersey or a stretch. And if I don't like the stitch, well, then I'll do what the manufacturer suggests and go to that ELX 705.
But I think you taught me this, Rhonda, when using the cover stitch machine. If you end up with skip stitches on the knits, switch to that knit needle or the stretch needle, and it solved the problem.
Yeah, there you go. So it's an art and a science. So you need to have a little stash of different needle types and sizes on hand so you can make adjustments, especially at 2 o'clock in the morning. When do you sew?
Not at 2 o'clock in the morning. I used to, but now that I have an office that I sew out of, I try to keep regular hours, like
it must
7 a.m. to 5 p.m. or something crazy.
Yeah. Well, Angela, do you have any new patterns or new videos out, or you're busy with? Well, what's your pilot?
Show.
Yeah. Talk about your pilot show.
Which, thank you for sponsoring SCHMETZ Needles. Thank you. The new show is Fabric to Fashion, and the first pilot episode is out. If you go to Made It Myself TV,
MadeItMyselfTV.com.
It's a free app.
It's free. Yeah.
Yep, it's a free app. You can put it on your smartphone, your tablet. You're gonna want it on the TV though, because it's really good. So the first pilot is out. The second pilot is coming in the next couple of weeks, and it's a fabric challenge where we give contestants a challenge and try to push them outside of their design comfort zone.
Awesome. So it's inspirational. It's a challenge. You're right there.
Educational and entertaining.
So again, what's the website that they can download that?
Go to Made It Myself TV.
Yep.
And if you're on your smart TV, just go through your apps and find Made It Myself TV, and you can go to angelawolf.com. I have links there as well.
Okay, that would be the easy way to get there.
Yeah.
Okay, Angela, thank you so much. And gosh, maybe we should have another limoncello tonight at the bar.
That would be a lot of fun. Great to see you all. And Rhonda, thank you, and the best needles ever.
Yay! And I do have a little gift here for you.
You do?
You can never have enough needles
Are you
or
serious?
rabbit magnetic pin cushions. So take a look.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll see you. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, so wow, what great talent we've had here today, and I'm glad to share this platform with everyone. So, somebody left their glasses. All right, so wow, this hour is just slipping by really quickly. I love seeing all your comments. Paula says she uses different needles depending on her project, but Microtex is her favorite. And you know what? Microtex is my favorite too, when I'm looking for precision stitching, especially. Debbie says she wants to win the gift. Oh, okay. And let me also just mention that last month, our winner was Lori Nutta from Tennessee. She won the giveaway last month. And right before I left the office on Monday, the mail was delivered. And look at this beautiful thank you card that I got in the mail. Lori loves to make handcrafted cards. And what makes it even more special, if that was possible, is, let's see, you can kind of see, hold on. You can kind of see there's 4 little silver SCHMETZ needles poking out from the little flower bouquet. So she wrote a lovely thank you note, and I say thank you very much, Lori. She also included a picture as to how she organizes her SCHMETZ needles. She uses her husband's recycled plastic gum boxes. And so it's kind of hard to see, but each box is labeled by needle type. So, Lori, I want to say thank you for being part of our my SCHMETZ snippet and for winning last month and for sending your special thank you note. So let me wrap this up. Next month, June 1st, the first Wednesday of the month. I'll be in Nebraska, the great state of Nebraska, my home state. I'll be at the Nebraska Quilt Company giving a live SCHMETZ snippet in this store. I've not been there before, but I've met the owner several times at different expos, etc. So I'm delighted to be in the Nebraska area. I'm flying into Denver. I'm going to go visit my dad for a few days in southwest Nebraska. Then on that Wednesday, I'll be in central Nebraska in Fremont at the Nebraska Quilt Company going live. I'll be going to Lincoln to see my friend Cherie, and then I'm stopping in Conrad, Iowa at Hen and Chicks, and then on to Cedar Rapids where it's it's going to be a big day. I'm giving a lecture to ASG in Cedar Rapids, and they've also invited several other quilt guilds or guilds in general to be part of my trunk show. So if you're in the Cedar Rapids, Iowa area or Fremont, Nebraska, come on by and say hello. So let's wrap this up. I do have the winner. Paul is in the office and he sent me a text with today's winner. The question again was, do you name your sewing machine? And Judy, let's see. Oh, here we go. Judy Venturella, you're the winner today. Judy Venturella from South Carolina, you're our winner today. Congratulations. Judy names her sewing embroidery machine Ellen Elissimo. I think that's the name of a machine, the Elissimo, right? So it's called Ellen. So Judy, I want to say thank you for participating, and today I want to thank each and every one of you for being here today. Judy, to claim your prize today, you need to send me an email. So send it to info@smetsneedles.com. Send your shipping address, and when I get back into the office on Monday, I'll ship out all your wonderful goodies from our sponsors. So again, thank you for being here today. And I'm glad, I had that special a couple weeks ago of the I Love SCHMETZ tin, and we sold out on those lickety split. I'm sorry if you tried to order that and we ran out. We had just limited inventory, but we'll have another special later in the year. So thank you, everybody, for being here today. I see Judy's already responded. So again, Judy, just send me that email, info@smetsneedles.com. So get your needles out, get your machines out, whatever you name them. Sometimes I have to use a 4-letter word when I talk to my machine. But generally, when I just change out the needle, then I can be kind to it again. So thanks for being here today, and so SCHMETZ, everyone. Bye-bye.